I went on my knees and cried because I could not imagine what it would be like to see your child behind a glass screaming for help, and they've been told not to leave the building.
And many are still missing after this residential tower block was destroyed by fire.
Serious fire in a tower block in West London.
Tories up! Tories up! Tories up! Tories up! Tories up!
Like, the government really just don't care too much about us, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just kind of wore everyone out.
There is no point in having a public inquiry. There is no point asking for justice, because really we can't bring the dead back. What we can do is change and make something different happen for the next generation so it doesn't happen again.
It's Grenfell Inferno. I never imagined I'd be doing what I was doing this time last year.
I see it every day, man. I see it every fucking day. Like, it's just part of the surroundings, isn't it? I guess it's just, like, it probably does depress me, innit, but not really in an obvious effect anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't really say, oh, I feel worse when I see it. Like, it's just, it's always niggling, like, it's always there. Like, it's not even just the tower anymore, though. There's so many memorial sites in the area, like the Wall of Truth, all of that. You walk past any of them areas, you can't not think about the fire in it. So it's, I don't know, like, everyone's desensitized, not because, like, yeah, like, everyone's desensitized because, like, we saw the fire, no one cared, nothing happened, and it's months later, the building's still there, it's not even fully covered up. Like, they were talking about covering it up in December, do you know what I mean? Like, to what? Prevent trauma or something. But we've all heard the stories of everyone being mistreated and that. Like, people are basically numb now. I don't know, innit? I'm basically numb to it, like.
I've been preparing for this from the day for St. Paul's, from the 6 months anniversary. My mind's been focused on the 1 year. And really, that's what I would have expected more. If we had a 6 months anniversary of that kind of calibre, yeah, the 1 year should have even topped that, bruv. So when I hear there was no one, you're right there, when I hear that no one was doing nothing, I thought, well, nah, this can't happen. So, as I said, I made a little plan. I booked the same church we done the memorial service last year. Now the bishop and everybody's joining us. So, God works in strange ways to me.
My name is Chloe Mendes Solomon. I am the founder of Relative Justice, Humanity for Grenfell. What's changed for me is the unity I see in the community. There's many groups being established, but we all have the same objective, principles, and we're all looking for the same end result, which is truth, accountability, justice, and restitution.
I think that actually the community we've realised what a close-knit community we are and how dependent and interdependent we are. We've also realised that actually, again, we probably knew this, that we are a typical, or we represent the best of multicultural communities across London. In actual fact, our community, North Kensington, are the migrant community. You know, and that's our strength, really. Our differences and our diversity means that actually we're very powerful. We can speak for the voice of our community very powerfully.
They go over the edge. Yeah. Yeah, at least we ain't got to cut and paste too much, you know what I mean? No, come on, Luce. We're all here together. So, we called a few of the Humanity for Grenfell group together, some of the members, and everyone you can see is just chipping in. But this woman's taking too long, bruv, on the one. I think I'll cuss her again now, wait. Stella, please, we're not here for photo session, Stella.
I'm not doing anything.
There is, let Amanda do it, Stella, please.
Yeah, just take a photograph and that's all.
Amanda, just patch that up, please, darling, yeah?
I have to learn.
Stella, remember what I said about the bottom here? I told you go this way up.
I'll do it now. The other side. Can you see us?
Stella, we're not here for picture shots, you know.
Hi, I'm back. You alright?
Like, this case probably will turn into something like the Hillsborough thing, because the people who are responsible for it obviously don't want to take responsibility, because like they're getting a huge amount of money and they would like that to continue realistically. I'm very cynical now. This whole situation has turned man into a cynical person, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be great if we could go back to the spirits that we was at last year, like when it was all fresh, and I feel like everyone kind of knew what they were fighting for, but everyone's different now. Like, we're not the same people, do you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone had this huge amount of hope at a certain time, because like the whole situation was so sensationalized by the media, and there were so many conversations in Parliament about it and whatnot. I don't know, innit? I live in hope, innit? I live in hope, obviously. I'm gonna do what I can do from an artist standpoint and raise general awareness, but I feel like the issue's deeper than just Grenfell, innit?
Very good to see you. I'm well. I'm well. How are you?
I'm well, I'm just knackered really, but we just got to keep doing it. How are you, my brother? How's the family doing? God bless you, keep up, man.
Do you feel responsible for the community?
Yeah, I do, kind of. They call me the mother. Somebody was out, you're the mother of Grenfell. It's funny, that's what Sadiq Khan said to me at the meeting the other day. Oh, he was introducing me to his staff chief. This is the mother of Grenfell. And it's because I talk out and I'm not scared to talk, I just talk the truth. You like it, you don't like it. You're gonna hear it, yeah? And I think a lot of people know as well, you know, we was appealing for the panel, and it's only when we got to, as I said, when I went to see Theresa May, I told her like it is, she gave it to us the next morning. And a lot of people know this. It's my cousin, let me show you my cousin's picture. She's had this done, that's Mary. Mary was a carer. She was love in her heart. I never heard a woman shout even one day. She ain't like me. She was born in Africa, I'm born here. We was born in the struggle, mate.
I happen to have lost, unfortunately, 2 relatives in the tower. My cousin Mary Mendy and her daughter, Khadija Say, who was the artist, who just about reached her pinnacle, was ready to just make her name in the world as a renowned artist.
Another sad thing, her studio was in her house. So all the artwork, a lot of it burned except what was in the museums or on display. So we did lose a bit, to be honest. How many other tower blocks are out there wrapped, sitting like a ticking time bomb, like a tinderbox just waiting to be lit?
There were so many breaches in safety in this building. I don't believe if this block had existed south of the borough, those breaches would have existed.
I think the whole system needs an overhaul, but when you talk about the whole system, you're talking about all safety regulation, all fire and building safety, the way we do things in this country. We cut costs wherever we can. We don't spend much on safety, we really don't. If you go to European standards making meetings for safety standards, there'll always be at least 3 Germans on each committee, but quite often there's no one from the UK because we just don't want to spend money on safety. Certainly the public can help by becoming more aware of how important fire safety is. I think there is a bit of an attitude of, well, it won't happen to me. Well, it could, you know, and not just if you're in a tower block, it can happen in your own house too. What I think would help, and this is something the Forum is dedicated to doing, is to make sure all of the issues do actually get looked at, because they're not being looked at the moment by the inquiry and they weren't looked at by the Hackett Review. Because business interests are controlling things from behind the scenes. We were at a meeting yesterday of the Royal Institute of British Architects, and somebody gave a talk there to say that there's an estimate that there are about 300 tower blocks with the same cladding, ACM cladding that was on Grenfell. But he said that probably means twice that number because there'll be blocks that people don't know about. In addition to that, there's also other forms of cladding, not just ACM, which are probably also combustible. So you're looking at hundreds more.